Hey there, I'm Colin Shantz with Coppertree Solutions, and today we're going to talk about IT consulting. Organizations engage with an IT consultant to help them manage their IT infrastructure and ensure that they are managing their risks within their infrastructure. They will reach out to us and work with us to upgrade components of their infrastructure. It's really about outsourcing part of your business functions to a professional that is deeply familiar with all aspects of IT and the various different components that go into that. As an organization grows, they reach different points of dependency on technology. A very small organization probably isn't as dependent. Maybe they start out with a couple computers and they've got some couple laptops and some online applications and some different things that they're working with. But as they grow, they become much more dependent on technology, and they reach a point where suddenly it's no longer just a kind of a nice to have in their business. It's actually a critical part of their organization. And we tend to see that transition happen around the 15 to 20 user mark. And it's different for different types of organizations and different industries. But really, most times once you hit the 15 to 20 user mark, people start to think differently about how they engage with technology in their organization. It's a critical part of their business. And if they can find ways to leverage technology, it can be a real advantage in their business as well. We've had clients in the past that have expressed concern or that have been unhappy with the fact that they seem to get nickel and dimed by their previous IT vendor. And part of that is due to maybe a lack of strategic planning. So maybe there was some upgrades that needed to be done and nobody was making them aware. And they showed up one day and said, oops, we're really sorry. Your server is going to have to be upgraded. And I know we didn't talk about it, but we're going to have to do it real soon. The other thing is just the model. There's two models in the IT industry. There's the break fix model and the proactive fixed fee model. And really, our services are designed to bring some clarity and bring some surety to your IT costs. You should be able to tell with pretty good accuracy what your spend is going to be this year and also for the next 2 to 3 years. Sometimes there's major business change that requires a change in direction, but when you have a good strategy and you set out a good plan and you execute on that plan, your costs should be pretty stable across the years. There's also monitoring that we do behind the scenes. So we monitor the infrastructure. Our goal is to identify issues quickly before they impact your organization, and also then to use our tools to automate parts of the infrastructure. So if our monitoring system can identify a problem and run a script to resolve that issue, it'll keep the issue from impacting you, and you'll never know that it was happening behind the scenes. And then obviously there's support. People call us when they have a problem and we resolve that issue. But our real goal with the proactive managed services is to get you to that spot where you don't need to call support as much. If we're doing our job well and we have a good strategy, we're properly managing and maintaining your infrastructure, you're going to be calling support less. And that makes everybody happy. So there's a couple different models in IT consulting. And the two primary models are the break fix model and the proactive fixed fee model. And really the break fix model is where the industry started. It's where we all kind of began all those years ago. And it's just, something happens, you need some help with something breaks, and you call your vendor and they come in, maybe they log in remotely, or maybe they come on site and solve the problem for you. Maybe there's some things that need to be upgraded. They come in and do that, but it's all billed by the hour, and it's largely reactive where you're waiting for something to happen, whether it's a problem or needing to upgrade some component of your system. And the other model is the proactive fixed fee model. And really what we're doing with this model is we're taking a bigger picture approach to IT. So rather than just calling somebody when something is broken, you are handing off responsibility for IT to your vendor, and you're asking them to take full responsibility for your IT infrastructure. And that includes everything from developing an IT strategy to doing the regular monthly maintenance to ongoing monitoring and ultimately support. Really, it's designed to get to that specific end result of having everything just working and making sure that your risks are being managed and helping you leverage technology within your organization. So there's a lot of different components there. On the strategic side, we work with clients to help you figure out where your organization is going and how you can leverage technology to get there. Is there new technology that you could be using? Is there better ways you could be leveraging your existing technology? And then on the, there's regular maintenance that happens. Every month we come in and we go through your infrastructure and we see how it stacks up against our best practices. What is the state of your technology today? How does it stack up against those best practices that we've developed? What's the best way to set up a firewall or a backup system or a security system? And how do you make sure that your infrastructure is in tip-top shape all the time? So we come in every month and we go through your infrastructure and we see how it stacks up. And then we're also going back and we're looking for trends in the issues that you're having and saying, how can we make these issues go away permanently? Is there something we can do today that will eliminate that issue and keep it from ever coming back? Thanks again for tuning in. I'd like to invite you to visit us at our website, coppertreesolutions.ca, and contact us for a free assessment.